This past week, the first wheat variety plot tour was held near Fairbury, Nebraska. This plot tour was sponsored by Nebraska Extension, and it was a golden opportunity for growers to get a chance to look at some new wheat varieties, along with varieties that have been mainstays for quite a while. Currently, winter wheat is 83% headed overall, and 49% of Nebraska's winter wheat crop is in excellent condition. One of the speakers at the tour was Nebraska Extension educator Randy Pryor. Market Journal producer Bridget Nelson had a chance to talk with Randy about the event and learned a little history of Nebraska's wheat production.
I've been an extension educator in southeast Nebraska here in Saline and Jefferson County area since 1982. So with that history, we used to have large wheat lines to the local elevators. Jefferson County would plant 49 to 50,000 acres of wheat. Today, or last year, according to the statistics, about 5,000. So we've seen a steady decline, no longer the wheat lines. In Saline County, similar trend. In Gage County, similar trend. So we have about 3,500 acres of wheat in Saline County. So it's actually a minor crop compared to what it used to be.
We further asked Randy why there has been a decline in wheat production.
So there's been a steady decline in wheat acres over the years. In 2015, we had a large scab outbreak in which farmers were compensated very little for their wheat crop. Last year, we had a large wheat crop, but low protein content, and so wide basis in the marketplace. So part of it has been cash flow, has been a reason why we've seen a steady decline. But it's really unfortunate because wheat is such an opportunity crop. It's a great rotational crop for soil conservation. You can do soil conservation in the summertime after wheat harvest. Gives you a little cash flow in the summer, opposite of corn and soybean harvest. Gives you an opportunity to raise forage crops as a double crop. We see more people doing that now for soil health or for cattle. And and also an opportunity to apply manure. And so if you do no-till farming and you're doing cover crops, applying manure, I tell you what, it does make a difference. And in southeast Nebraska, we have low infiltration rate soils. So just like last night, we had a thunderstorm came through, gave us about an inch of rain. That was golden. We're standing in a no-till field, and there wasn't any runoff that came off of this field last night. In fact, we still have soil cracks in the ground. It's been very dry down here. We want to capture every drop we can. Wheat gives us that opportunity. But you have to cash flow it over a 3-year or maybe 5-year rotation, and that's helpful. And we need to use strategies for high yielding wheat strategies. And that's what it's all about with the tour tonight, with speakers talking about high yielding wheat.
Moisture, sunlight, and heat are all needed throughout the growing stages of wheat. Due to this year's cold spring weather conditions and the current dry weather in Fairbury, Nebraska, according to Randy, some of these wheat varieties may seem shorter than usual.
One of the things we noticed with the wheat this year in April, very cold conditions, and so the wheat was slower in development and it stayed shorter. You might notice that this wheat variety right here with the head right now is only knee high. We can still have high yielding wheat if we would get the moisture, the necessary moisture that's needed right now in a drought area. Being short, that inch of rain last night will really be helpful during head fill. Short wheat can still yield well if we get the adequate nutrition and moisture for it. This crop really advanced in the last 2 weeks with the heat and hot weather. You don't want hot weather during grain fill. And so it's really important that this June period, hopefully it won't be as hot and we'll get the adequate moisture that finishes crop on out.